JTT spoke already, Papa Mike spoke already about public speaking. He mentioned different stuff. Even though I was not here, I heard him talk about a lot of things when he started, how Aristotle, Aristotle is the father of public speaking, how they did all of those things. And during those periods, they really do not have lawyers. You have to come out yourself and defend yourself. So you really need to be an orator. If you really want to defend yourself, like you have to defend yourself, no lawyer, nothing. That was how it started according to history and all of that. So I've been asked to talk about delivering an impactful teaching. Delivering an impactful teaching, and it's something I need to check my phone first. Make a lot of sense to love for things. If you would or you will deliver an impactful teaching, the first thing you have to consider is the place of preparation. It's very, very important. The place of preparation, you have to really prepare well. It's very important. The first thing you need to do while preparing is find out from the organizer how much time you have. Very important. How much time do I have to deliver whatever it is you have me to, and the kind of format they want you to use, the kind of format, the kind of way they will have you talk about it, which is very important. Will you be a part of a panel, or will you be speaking alone? Like, are you the major speaker? It's very important. Is it going to be, some kind of gathering that we have to sit like this, or are we going to sit like church setting? Is it going to be a dinner? All of those things. Do I have 15 minutes? Do I have 1 hour? Do I have to, all of those things, they are very important. You need to know the kind of setting, because the kind of setting will actually determine the kind of delivery, the kind of things you are going to, spill out. Very, very important. And another thing is you need to know your audience. What are the kind of persons that I'm going to meet there? Are they well-oriented about what I want to talk about? Do they have little knowledge about it? Or are they mediocre on this particular topic? Or, all of those things really matter. It will aid your preparation. It will help you to know how much or how far you should go before coming. That is very important. Like, it is extremely important. You need to know the kind of audience. Very important. And then you need to, like, the kind of audience, you need to get info about who will be attending, like I said, or all the participants, are they experts at that particular topic? Will there be novice present? Is there a mix of groups? Like, we are seated here, I'm sure, okay, most of us here are Christians, right? Most, if not all. And I would have loved to start with a scripture, but because of what I said, you need to know the kind of audience. If it was a church setting, what I would have quoted first is Luke 14:28. And what is there in Luke 14:28? Is there any man that wants to build a tower that will not first sit down and count the cost? That's what the Bible says. That's what I would have said first, if it was a church setting. And as I'm giving you one point, I want to back it up with scriptural reference so that you get it straight and all of that. So you need to be sure of the kind of audience. Very, very important. So your preparation depends on the kind of audience. And sometimes you might have novice, sometimes you might have expert. It's important that you deliver, but then in all you're doing, don't overdo and don't underdo. Very, very important. Don't overdo and don't underdo. Very, very important. Don't overdo it and don't underdo it. Another thing is in the place of preparation, frame your story. How do I want to go about it? How do I want to go about it? I have a question here. If someone who missed your talk were to ask an audience member to sum it up, what would you like the person to say? What would you like the person to say? Like, the way I'm talking to you right now, maybe someone just missed and the person is not a part of this. The person just walk up to one of you and ask, what was it that he spoke about? What was it that he spoke? What would I like the person to say? That is one of the things you should focus on. That is one of the things you should focus on. At least you should. Everybody should be in a mark of whatever it is you have said. It is very, very important. They should be with a mark of whatever it is that you have said. That anytime they even see you, something should, if not all, but something like an headline should keep popping up in their heart. It's very, very important. And then you are unique in your way. Don't copy anybody. Just be yourself. See yourself in that presentation. See yourself talking like a normal thing. Make it easy. I don't have so much time. Another thing is plan your delivery. That is very important. Plan your delivery. There are 3 ways I have in my notes here in which way you can actually deliver a speech. You can read it directly off the script. Actually, public speaking does not mean you cannot read. I can decide to read all of those things, but my charisma is what we, really carry people along, because it's very important. Whether you are reading it, whether you have you developed some set of bullets to just pick out some points, your charisma really matters a lot. So the first thing is you can read it directly off this script. Like I said, you can deliver a set of bullet points that map out what you are going to say. Very, very important. You can have bullet points that will map out what you have to say. And the last thing is you can memorize the whole of the speech and just come here and spin it out. But then you are going to be doing that. It will require a lot of practice. You need to know everything. If you have to even know it word for word, it's not bad. But then it's something that will require a higher level of sacrifice. You would have to probably, if you would have to stand before the mirror and just speak it to yourself of the mirror, is not bad. Or you talk to a friend about it, sit down. I want to deliver a speech somewhere. Can I just do my best to do this to you and make some corrections that you feel it is necessary? That's very important too. So another thing I would love to talk about is, because of my time, is breath control. This is very important. During your presentation, please do your best to regulate your breathing, regulate your breath. It's very, very important. It will help you to have a relaxed voice and not a strained voice. To help you to have a relaxed voice and not a strained voice. It will also help you to project more. It's very, very important. Your breath control is very important. It will help you to eliminate embarrassing capsing. You know how we caps talking or stuttering. Take your time. You have to take your time. Just stay within the boundaries of the time allotted to you. That's very, very important. Just stay within the boundaries and just take your time and talk. So stop saying it's not so nice. The public speaker is not so nice. Stop saying why presenting? No, it's not. And another thing is regulate your talking speed. Very, very important. Regulate your talking speed, because you're probably given 5 minutes does not mean you should rush things and just not leave a mark. What's the essence of public speaking if you cannot leave a mark on people? If people cannot really even remember a thing that you have said, then it has no essence. So that is very, very important. Regulate your talking speed. And another thing is create a calm state of mind. Control your nerves. Create a calm state of mind. Don't be nervous. Even if you are, show it and control it. Yes. Don't show it. Walk around. Take your time. It's very, very important. Look at people while talking. Very, very important. Very, very, very important. It's very important to do that. Okay. Start some more. So, and the last thing I'll be talking about, Papa Mike already spoke about this, and it's time management. Very, very important. People really want to listen to you when you have gone out of time, out of the allotted time. People don't want to know. Okay, now, I was thinking of 20 minutes, right? The moment I start talking, after 20 minutes, 21 minutes, a lot of persons will get tired already. They will just get tired, they just want to leave. I thought this guy was allotted 20 minutes. How come he has exceeded already? Stay within the boundaries of your time. Wrap up when you have to wrap up. If you cannot, one of the things I do personally is I do my best to go with a small phone or a wristwatch. I look at the time, check the time, almost every time as I speak. I check. But if you cannot do that, you are not good at that. Talk to somebody, talk to one of the organizers. Tell them, when I have 5 minutes more, let me know. They'll signal to you. When I have 2 minutes more, let me know. They'll signal to you. And when your time is up, stop. Very, very important. Just let go. Stop. Don't do anything. You don't have to stress a particular thing for too long. All of these things I have in my notes, I can take them for 1 hour and a half and then to like I can take talking and then multitude of words is not what we need. The point is very, very important. So take your time. If you need more time, if you know that you might not be able to finish within the boundaries of your time, ask politely. There's a way you can ask, there's a way you can signal to one of the ushers or people and make them ask the organizers to or you can say it publicly too. And go ahead. It's very, very important. Very, very important. Time is important. Time is the unit for destiny. So nobody wants you to waste their time because time is so precious. Time is so precious. People don't want you to waste their time. They don't want you to waste 1 minute of their time. You know, because we're in Nigeria, people take advantage of us a lot. In Nigeria, okay, talking about daily jobs, people go to work by maybe 7, get back by 7, or some persons go by 8, get back by 5. It's not like it's a specific, but in civilized country, you have a key card that you would have to use to probably clock in when you get to work. Imagine you are talking to somebody that has a job, that has maybe like 5 jobs, and the person will have to meet up with one at 8:15, exactly 8:15, and you want to leave. They will just leave. They will just walk out. They will walk out on you because they're already wasting their time. Will you pay them for that? They know. But in Nigeria, we still have this flexibility, kind of. Maybe that is why we just take advantage of people and just do your thing and just let go. You don't have to talk for too long before they get the message. Do we get it? Thank you so much. I think I'm done. Thank you so much. And I'm sure I can always waste your time. Definitely. Thank you so much.